Imagine carrying an umbrella every single day. Not because it's raining, not because the forecast says it will, but because one day, years ago, you got caught in a storm. At first, it makes sense. The umbrella keeps you safe. It gives you control. It makes you feel prepared. But after a while, something changes. You stop checking the weather. You stop asking whether the storm is actually coming. You simply assume the storm is always on its way. Overthinking works the same way. It begins as protection, a way to prepare yourself, a way to avoid being hurt again, a way to make sure nothing catches you off guard. But slowly, something created to protect you starts controlling you. Protection becomes a prison. Have you ever replayed a conversation so many times that eventually you started hearing words the other person never actually said? Someone replies with one simple word, "Okay," and suddenly your mind starts searching. Are they upset? Did I say something wrong? Should I explain myself? Should I send another message? 5 minutes later, you're still thinking. 5 hours later, you're still thinking. 5 days later, somehow, you're still thinking. People call this overthinking. They tell you, relax, stop worrying. You're making things worse. But what if everyone is looking at the wrong problem? What if overthinking isn't the disease, but the scar left behind by something much older? Because here's something most people never consider. Your mind isn't trying to torture you. It's trying to protect you. The real question isn't, why do you overthink? The real question is, what convinced your mind that it had to? Most people believe the brain exists to make us happy. It doesn't. Your brain has a much older job: to keep you alive. For thousands of years, survival depended on noticing danger before danger noticed you. A rustling bush, a strange sound, an unfamiliar face. Those who ignored warning signs often paid the highest price. So evolution built a brain that constantly asks one question: what could go wrong? That question saved lives, and it still does. The problem is, the world changed, but your brain didn't. Today, most of us aren't running from predators. We're running from rejection, failure, embarrassment, being ignored, being abandoned. And here's what's fascinating. To your nervous system, social pain can trigger many of the same alarm systems as physical danger. Your brain doesn't carefully separate, "This hurts emotionally," from "This threatens my survival." It simply detects pain and responds. So it begins scanning. Scanning people's expressions, scanning messages, scanning memories, scanning possibilities, looking for danger that may never come. Not because you're weak, not because something is wrong with you, but because your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. Only now, it's searching for emotional predators. Think back. Not to your biggest trauma, just to one moment that changed how you saw people. Maybe someone you trusted lied. Maybe someone promised they would stay, then disappeared. Maybe you spoke honestly, and someone laughed. Most moments like these don't feel life-changing, at least not in the moment. But your nervous system notices. Quietly, silently, it remembers. And somewhere deep inside, it writes a new rule. Don't let that happen again. You don't remember making that decision because you never consciously did. Your brain made it for you. From that day forward, thinking becomes preparation. Preparation becomes protection. Protection becomes habit. And eventually, habit becomes identity. You stop saying, "I'm trying to avoid getting hurt." You start saying, "I'm just an overthinker." But maybe that's never who you truly were. Maybe that's simply the role your brain learned to play. Psychologists sometimes describe a state like this as hypervigilance. a pattern where the mind stays unusually alert because it has learned that unexpected pain feels especially costly. When your nervous system expects danger, it never fully relaxes. Every silence means something. Every delayed reply becomes suspicious. Every small change in someone's voice feels important. Not because it always is, but because your mind believes missing one warning sign could hurt more than constantly staying alert. It sounds protective, but protection has a price. Because living in constant preparation means you are never fully present. You are always waiting, always analyzing, always searching for the moment when something might go wrong. And the hardest part is, you may not even realize you're doing it. Because after years of living this way, it starts to feel normal. Here's the cruel part. Overthinking feels productive. That's why it's so addictive. Every new thought gives you the feeling that you're getting closer to certainty. One more possibility, one more scenario, one more replay. Surely, the answer is just one thought away. But certainty never arrives. Only another question. It's like trying to scratch an itch that moves every time your hand reaches it. You never truly solve it. You simply become trapped, chasing relief. And the strange thing is, your mind believes it is helping you. It believes that if it thinks enough, if it analyzes enough, if it prepares enough, you can finally avoid pain. But life doesn't work that way. Because uncertainty has always been part of being human. History gives us an incredible example. Charles Darwin spent years developing the theory of evolution. His evidence was overwhelming. His ideas were revolutionary, yet he delayed publishing his work for years. Not because he lacked intelligence, not because he lacked evidence, but because he couldn't stop imagining everything that could go wrong. What if people mocked him? What if his reputation was destroyed? What if he was wrong? His thoughts became their own prison. The very mind that helped him discover something extraordinary also convinced him to hide from it. Only when another naturalist, Alfred Russel Wallace, independently arrived at a similar theory did Darwin finally take action. The fear of never trying became greater than the fear of failing. And sometimes, that's what finally breaks the cycle. Not certainty, not perfect confidence, but perspective. The realization that waiting forever is also a choice, and sometimes the cost of staying safe becomes greater than the risk of moving forward. Overthinking whispers the same promise every time. Keep thinking, and eventually you'll feel safe. But safety isn't what it delivers. It delivers delay. Delay in speaking, delay in deciding, delay in taking chances, delay in loving, delay in living. Because while you're rehearsing life, life keeps moving. The conversation ends. The opportunity passes. The relationship changes. And suddenly, you realize you have spent weeks preparing for moments that never happened. The mind mistakes preparation for control. But control has limits. Life has always been uncertain. No amount of thinking can remove every risk. No amount of planning can guarantee every outcome. No amount of analyzing can protect you from every possible pain. Because being alive means being exposed to uncertainty. And the more you try to escape uncertainty, the smaller your world becomes. Most people ask the wrong question. How do I stop overthinking? But that's like asking, how do I stop my smoke alarm from making noise? Before checking whether there is smoke, the alarm isn't the enemy. It's trying to tell you something. Your thoughts are the same. Instead of asking, why can't I stop thinking? Try asking, what is my mind trying to protect me from? Not, what am I thinking? But, what am I afraid of? Maybe it's the fear of rejection. Maybe it's the fear of regret. Maybe it's the fear of looking foolish. Maybe it's the fear of losing someone you care about. Maybe it's the fear of discovering that you weren't enough. When you identify the fear, something changes. The thoughts begin to lose their power. They stop feeling like facts, and they start looking more like what they really are: protective guesses. Your mind is making predictions, not revealing the future. Your thoughts are trying to protect you. But protection does not always mean truth. Not every thought deserves belief. Some thoughts deserve understanding. Some deserve patience. Some deserve compassion. Maybe you were never broken. Maybe your mind simply became too good at one important job: protecting you. The tragedy isn't that your brain learned how to keep you safe. The tragedy is that somewhere along the way, it forgot to tell you when it was finally safe to stop. So the next time your thoughts begin racing, don't fight them. Don't try to force them away. Don't become frustrated with yourself. Instead, pause, listen, and ask one quiet question. What promise are you still trying to keep? What pain are you still trying to prevent? What moment from the past are you still trying to rewrite? Because perhaps the life you've been searching for doesn't begin when your thoughts disappear. It begins the moment you stop believing that every thought is a warning. It begins when you learn to separate fear from reality, when you understand that a thought is only a thought, not a prediction, not a command, not a guarantee. And slowly, you begin trusting yourself again. You begin stepping forward, even without having every answer. Because courage was never the absence of fear. Courage is moving forward while fear is still there. And whatever tomorrow brings, whatever uncertainty appears, whatever challenges wait ahead, you are capable of meeting them. You have survived every difficult moment that came before this one. You have carried yourself through storms you once thought you couldn't survive. Maybe now it's time to put the umbrella down, to look at the sky, and realize the storm you have been preparing for may already be gone. And maybe the peace you've been searching for was never found by thinking more. Maybe it was found by finally trusting yourself enough to live.